Greetings from Celebrity Edge. David Hartman, owner of Fantastic Endeavors Travel Agency, here to give you a full cruise review of my recent cruise on Celebrity Edge, which just ended today, sadly. And as always, wherever you're watching this, like this and follow and subscribe to my Fantastic Endeavors YouTube channel where I have all my live feeds, include my show last Sunday from the ship, one live almost every day and twice on Friday. Check those out. I'm going to do something unique today, cover the ship on different topics, and share with you guys why cruising is back and why it's a great thing. And my topic today is going to be cruise review, the good, the great, and the amazing. Please leave a comment in the chat as you watch this. Love to hear your thoughts. Any questions about the ship or about sailing again? This was a historical cruise, as I was given right here from the staff. It says right here, historical cruise, and it has the staff members in here. I'll go over this more of what this means in a second. So we sailed on Celebrity Edge on a 7-night Western Caribbean cruise, starting in Fort Lauderdale, going down to Costa Maya, Mexico, Cozumel, Mexico, then over to Nassau with 3 days at sea, 2 on the way down to Costa Maya, 1 on the way back to Nassau, and then home the next day. So my review is going to start with, the fact that this was a historical cruise is that the arrival was good. I'm going to start out with the good things. I booked this cruise as I heard about it May 26th when the VP of sales for Celebrity, Don Retzenthaler, announced it, said, I got to be on this cruise. This is a big moment. It's a big part of my life, big part of my business. I love cruising. And I want to promote this every single day I'm on the ship, which I did between either posts or live feeds. I appreciate you guys following those and go back to my YouTube channel to see all those feeds. Connectivity wasn't the best, so I kept them real short. Went long on Friday afternoon because there was a big horn blowing historical time where 2 other ships led us through. Check out those feeds. And today's going to be all unique content, all new things. So I may mention some great things, but not show you content because I've showed those on previous either shows, on my pre-show on May 28th, or my show from the ship on June 27th, or my live feeds from the ship. So Fantastic Endeavors YouTube channel is the best place to see all those videos and check them out. I am going to reach out to you guys as you come on when I get my side screen going. But I first want to talk about the good. The arrival was very good, very easy. Only time I wore a mask when the ship in the terminal was in the terminal for a little bit. I actually forgot to put it on. Someone reminded me about it. I'm like, okay, no big deal. Got on the ship, take your mask off. Never wore a mask on the ship. Never wore a mask on the ship. The excursions were a little different. Mexico has more problems with COVID, a little stricter. We had to wear a mask out to the terminal, outside at times when you're with someone who's escorting you. Once you're on your own, you're fine. And then we rode in a car for excursions that were very cool. In Costa Maya, for example, and in Cozumel, we had to put them on when they had a checkpoint because they have checkpoints there. They're still more controlled. We're wide opening in the U.S. Other countries aren't that way. So when you do cruise, you do travel, please be respectful of the local regulations. So the most I wore a mask were just at times on those excursions, mostly in the transfers to get there. The weather was good. A little bit of rain. Keep in mind, summertime, your balcony's going to be very hot. The retreat where we hung out was very hot at times. It did cool down second half of the trip. A little bit of rain affected each day, but overall the weather was good. It wasn't great. It was good. But summertime cruises, you're going to have a little more rain and a little more heat, obviously. The itinerary was good. Western Caribbean's not my favorite. I've been to 2 of those destinations before. Costa Maya, not the most exciting destination. It's just a cruise ship port. When you get there, then it's a small town outside of it. The real fun is getting out and doing the exotic excursions. So it was a good itinerary, not great. I didn't care if it went nowhere. I was getting in this historical cruise. The casino, and I do have videos prepared to show you kind of each one sample from these categories I'm doing. The casino, I'm not a gambler, but they have a really good casino on board with probably the most amazing bar I've ever seen as far as drinks. So you watch this video coming up, this little tour I do just for about a minute. Wait till the end so you can see the different bottles on the shelves there. You got your Louis XIIIs, you got your Remy Martins, you got your really high-end stuff because they want to be by the high rollers. And I met numerous people who are on board who were invited by the casino department. They were comp because they gamble so much. So if you're a big gambler, you actually can cruise for free. I think the ratio is like 10%. 10% what you spend is given back on a credit towards a room. But I know a lot of people that get invited on cruises because of what they spend in the casino of those certain ship brands. So we're going to start into my multimedia part now. I'm going to show you a quick casino tour because this was a really good part of the ship. And for Celebrity, I wasn't sure what to expect. I've been on other ships, on the new ship. I was like, wow, this is a really nicely organized casino. Not very obvious to the normal people on board, but in a very nice area with an awesome, awesome bar. Check it out right now, Casino Tour of Celebrity Edge. For all you casino lovers on Celebrity Edge, quick tour of the casino.
Good afternoon once again, ladies and gentlemen.
Announcement.
We'd like to thank all of our guests who have successfully completed the guest safety briefing at this time. Currently, some of our guests still need to check in for this briefing before we can set sail.
That's not us.
If you have not yet checked in at your assigned safety assembly station, please proceed there now. We cannot allow anyone who has not completed this briefing to sail with us today. Please be advised that if you have completed the first stage of the briefing via the convenience of the app or your television, you are still required to check in person. You can find your safety assembly station on the back of your stateroom or suite door, in large print on your SeaPass card, or on the Celebrity Cruises app. So once again, this is a request, please, for anybody who has not yet completed the briefing and wishes to sail with us today to please proceed to your assigned safety assembly station. Thank you for your understanding and cooperation.
You're welcome. She's not referring to us. We checked in. Here's the sports bar and the casino. A sizable casino for a ship that doesn't really brag about big casinos. And here you can watch sports and play the usual electronic games if you want. Really nice, kind of hidden away. Some ships make casinos a big part of their sailing. This ship does not. They kind of hide it off to the side here on deck 4. But still, a bar here, servers around. And Martini Bar is just one deck down right there. More to come. So that was a Celebrity Edge casino. I think a really good part of the ship. I'm not a gambler, haven't gambled in years. And I think it's a real highlight that they did a good job with. And that bar is great, though. Whoa, that bar. Take a look closer again on the rewind of this video of those amazing bottles. So we are continuing our review of Celebrity Edge, of a historical cruise I went on this past week. Here I'm on the magic carpet, still enjoying my time. I wish I was on a back-to-back cruise. I see some comments coming in. Keep going. I'm monitoring all my channels for you guys out there. And I know it's a busy time of the holidays, but I did want to get this show and this trip wrapped up while it was fresh in my mind. Worked hard to get you guys today something to really discuss. And hey, good luck. Yes, I needed luck, and I did have it. Thank you. And Bonnie Barnes, our producer, was also on board with myself. She felt very safe on the cruise. Everyone was wonderful, grateful to be cruising again. I will talk about the staff, the crew, the captain, who were amazing. That'll be my last category coming up, but thank you, Bonnie, for the comments. Please keep the comments coming. Next up, I do want to move on my topics here and talk about the greats. The greats were, the departure was great. This morning was amazing between Fort Lauderdale, Port Everglades, Terminal 25, and the ship, and being a sweet help, being in the sweet life, and getting off early. We walked off, and then the customs check, that's not the ship. That's now into customs, federal government, and the Port Everglades. And it was just an eye scan. You walked off. My luggage was there. We walked out, had to call our shuttle, wait 10 minutes for that. Beautiful morning. We were in our car by 8:15. I was home by 10:15. In our car by like 8:15. I mean, it was seamless. So the arrival was good, pretty easy, considering all these restrictions you think going on. Had to wear a mask just to get my luggage and get out of the terminal. Once out of the terminal, no mask required. So good job to Celebrity and to Port Everglades for making that a seamless experience. Cruise now, because as numbers are ramping up, they're not full ships yet. It'll be much easier to get on and off, because sometimes you can wait a while to get off a ship. All right, the entertainment. The entertainment was great. Celebrity's not known for entertainment like Norwegian and Royal Caribbean. They get like first run Broadway shows. I've seen a lot of them on Norwegian. Mamma Mia, The Choir of Men was amazing. And Legally Blonde, Rock of Ages. And these are more just known acts, or maybe not so known acts. Comedian was great. They all were great. No one over the top like best Broadway play I've ever seen. I do want to give an example of one guy I thought did an amazing job by playing marquee tunes. And the house band on Celebrity, all the musicians are great, but the house band is fantastic. I do want to shout out to my friend Kyle, my friend Quinn, guitarists on board. When we ever watched them, they were fantastic. I didn't have videos of them, but they were awesome. But this is the house band with Antonio Salchi, who's world renowned, and he's played cruise ships all over the world. He's now off hiatus. Now that COVID is dying down, he's back on the ships. And check him out right now. Let me get the right banner lined up. And this guy played in the main theater one night, and he was fantastic. So Antonio Scalchi, great performance. Like he said, that obviously doing a Pirates of the Caribbean song there. The band was phenomenal. They actually only rehearsed that one afternoon and set up all the little things he does with his presentation, because he'd mostly take this classical representation of popular songs. Fantastic entertainment. The entertainment on board was great. The shore excursions, the itinerary was good, but the shore excursions were great. And I will have more to post on YouTube, my Fantastic Endeavors YouTube channel. Please like and subscribe. Like the videos as you watch them, because all my live feeds from Celebrity Edge, I think 10 of them, are on that channel. I will post more about the excursions. I have a lot on my Osmo GoPro camera. I have a lot more to show on pictures on Facebook too. The Costa Maya excursion was a bit long way. We left late. That was more the cruise line's fault. No offense. But the excursion itself and the Seven Color Lagoon was awesome. Staff was awesome, very professional. Then in Cozumel, we had a great excursion with a Big Sur National Park. I already posted already on one of the live feeds from that day in Cozumel. As we were leaving the ship, I prepared something for you guys when we were at dinner, and that went off real well. The lighthouse, parts of Cozumel I've seen before. I've been on Cozumel numerous times. So those excursions were great. The itinerary, is ports, But my favorite excursion was the one I gave, which is leading two new friends around, producer Bonnie, around Nassau, because I've been there so many times. And I always get outside the city and eat where the locals eat in the con shacks, go to the historic hotels, go to the historic zoos, and don't just spend downtown shopping. The Straw Market's closed right now, by the way, because the COVID, again, is more strict there than here, and certain things aren't open. So here's just a taste of down at the fish fry conch shack markets in Nassau. One of my favorite things to do is take people here for a conch salad. It's a fish fry in Nassau, where the conch shacks are, and this one's called Big Yard. They did a tremendous job. More from Fish Fry, David Hartman. We're at Big Yard. I'll say that candies quite a bit. And when we arrived here, Big Yard just had more indoor seating that was cooler. A little warm today in the summertime, early July. This guy's mixing drinks. But there are like 15 little shacks here. And I also like the seating at Big Yard, but both are good. You can walk up and down all these restaurants and take advantage and take a look. Some are just literally conch salad shacks. Some have more elaborate seafood and drinks, like this one. John Canoe Beach is a tourist area. This is where the locals go. So walk past John Canoe Beach or take a taxi here. Just say, hey, I'm going to Fish Fry. And eat at one of these places that local support. And this is a Big Yard. We highly recommend it. Hey, so it's one of my favorite excursions, the conch shacks at Fish Fry Village. There are literally like 20 restaurants in a row. They used to be just little shacks, so they pull up the conch to this riverbank. It's kind of bank of the ocean, and they walk up their conchs. And then I ate there in the mid-'90s, found it by accident off a cruise, of course, when I got lost off the cruise ship and during the day and made some friends. And then now they turned it a little more elaborate restaurant. Big Yard's nice because they have indoor seating with AC. They have a nice outdoor bar there. They have the coconut drinks, and they make the conch salad right in front of you. And I'll post a video to my YouTube channel with the guy making me my conch salad. My man Smith and Renee, both our server, were fantastic. They have nice, clean public bathrooms across the street. Mask is required right now when you go to the bathrooms and when you walk into the restaurant. So that was just a taste. The excursions were great as far as what we did. Whenever I go to Nassau, it's great because I know it so well. And I did appreciate the excursions we did. We needed curated excursions, very important. It's my point, in Mexico, because Mexico's numbers were spiking. Reason was the Dave tour in Nassau because we were on our own. No problem. Keep that in mind. I know I say that a lot. Mexico needed. It changes daily. the excursions guy, our friends, new friends, shout out to our good friends Christian and Andrea. Had a great time with them the last few days of the cruise, and they hung out on balcony, had champagne one day. That was awesome. And they joined us. We met them on the Cosmo excursion, shared a Jeep together. That was fun. And then they were part of my Dave tour of Nassau. They went to the shore excursions presentation, and the guy said, you need excursions in Nassau, which was never said before. Mexico, they changed 2 days before the cruise, which I was upset because then you couldn't book them online. But the ship only had 1,100 people on it, so it was easy to book them. One of ours got canceled on Costa Maya, had to book a different one. No problem flying a new one. So the curated excursions that Celebrity said you have to go on in this bubble excursion format were great, and they were fine. Decent selection, not great selection. They're improving it. If you're unvaccinated, you have to do the bubble excursions. You have to wear a mask on the ship. I didn't see anyone wear a mask. I'm pretty sure we had no unvaccinated people on board except for kids who did some testing. I didn't have to get a test to go on the cruise. I just showed my certificate voluntarily, by the way, Governor DeSantis. And then no testing to get off the ship. No talk of a test to get off the ship. So I went on an international trip and returned without having a COVID test. Awesome. So anyway, so that's the part of the excursions that are important. Some are bubble, some are required. It changes every day, and be very patient with that and pay close attention to what your cruise line says, nobody else, to what they say, not your tour operator, to what they say, because what they say goes as far as if you need to book one, you need to book one of theirs, or if you can tour on your own. So just be flexible, be patient. We're getting there, folks. We're getting there. So what's amazing about this cruise? 7-night cruise. I wish I had another few more days at sea because the ship is so amazing. Captain Kate, check her out. Captain Kate McHugh. She's all over Instagram. Her the bug naked, her cat, which she did a whole trivia game about her cat. It's so popular. The cat has 51,000 like Instagram followers. She has a bunch of thousand. She was doing the martini bar drinking thing, which I'd done before on a previous show. Didn't want to repeat it in this show. That has 31,000 views. So she's amazing, but she's a great captain. She's very engaging. She was everywhere. I met her here. I met her there. I got a picture of her on the way out. I'm going to post today on Instagram. And Lauren also was amazing, our cruise director. And these guys here left us in a room as a gift to show you exactly how much they cared about the passengers being on board. And here it talks about, let's try to show a little closer. Let's see. It says historical cruise, our itineraries on there. And then all here is pictures of the crew. So all right here in Edge is all the pictures of the crew. They did this in honor of this new sailing. And this is our gift, and I will ever, forever keep this and cherish this because I got chills working with this crew. The crew was amazing. Captain is amazing. Yes, it's a very historic. She's the first big ship captain that was a U.S. captain on Celebrity Millennium, and then Summit, then Millennium, and now she's on the Edge. Oh, she's on the Equinox. She's been on 3 ships so far for Celebrity. But she's very engaging, very among the people. Her announcements are great. Lauren, sharp as a tack. When she gives announcements, you listen to them. She has it all on the top of her head. And then from then on, the officers, the crew, everyone was amazing. Celebrity is known for superior service and food compared to the other mass market lines. They don't have them on the entertainment, but they do have them on those 2 things. We're not comparing them to smaller ships. And they give a very amazing luxury experience for a big ship. And that really comes across in the restaurants, the food, and these sweet life amenities like the retreat, which I talked about at length on my Friday live feed, and I talked about on my May 28th show. I know the live feeds are a little rough on resolution, but the audio is good. And definitely, if you want more in depth about the retreat and the cabins and a whole tour of the ship, check out my May 28th show on YouTube, where I did my Enjoy the Journey show, which you have right now with you. That show was all about the ship preview. I had all my content from my 2018 sailing on the inaugural. And a key fact was when I was on board, and I said, hey, I was on your inaugural November 29, 2018, just less than 3 years ago. They said, oh, my God, I was on board. One guy even recognized me. I recognized him. The same staff members have been kept around or brought back for this historical cruise to relaunch this ship. The first ship from a U.S. port in 15 months. And we sailed by other ships that are sailing from Nassau, one from St. Martin. And there are more ships come online, and Celebrity Edge is sailing again today with a bigger set of paying passengers. This is the first revenue cruise, no test cruise. At times it felt like an inaugural, felt like a test cruise on board, but it was a full cruise, full allotment of staff, 1,100 guests. Everything was operational. It was amazing. And that's a testament to Captain Kate, Cruise Director Lauren, Captain Kate's officers, and the crew. They are phenomenal. I booked a suite. I can't go back because the retreat is awesome. Again, watch my prior shows to get more details on the retreat. I do want to give you a quick 1-2 here on some content regarding one part of this amazing ship. It's called the Eden, unique to Celebrity. It really shows you their edginess, their attitude. I talked about in my show last Sunday from the ship of how like path breaking this cruise line is. To have a restaurant and a lounge on board with such unique flavor of food experiences, drink experiences, entertainment experiences, all in this one area on the back of the ship with amazing view of this amazing glass, panoramic view of the back of the aft of the ship. So this is the Eden, an example of their amazing experiences on board. So let me cue up the Eden Lounge and Restaurant. This is just the entrance, a good use of just a normal hallway. They have this to get you excited, just to get you near the Eden experience.
Celebrity Edge, the entrance to the Eden. Great use of a normal hallway. Just don't get lost in this mystical forest. We made it. And here's the Eden ahead. Get you in the mood. And then there's always Blue Restaurant.
No, that's a good transition because Blue is a trademark of Celebrities since Celebrity Summit, I believe, or since the Reflection. It's an amazing specialty restaurant only for aqua class people. Celebrity's the first one to take a regular balcony cabin, give it some additional spa benefits, access to spa, and give it a specialty restaurant, a dedicated specialty restaurant called Blue. And you can eat breakfast and dinner there every day, and it's amazing. Sit-down dinner, great service, great people. Since I was a suite guest, I could eat there every day too. There were so many restaurants on board. I only ate there 4 times, and that was a lot because there were so many restaurants to try. So as I go into these experiences, I did eat in the Eden restaurant, and I hung out in the lounge afterwards. I'm still putting together videos from the dining experience. It's just crazy. They weren't the right format to show here on the show today, so I'll upload them to YouTube or show them on a follow-up show. We'll see. So in the restaurant experience and the lounge experience, they have these amazing drinks. And I mean, amazingly priced, but also amazingly unique. And that's the idea of this kind of garden. You're in the Garden of Eden and hanging out. And the next video coming up is about that. And I do want to just kind of preface this. The Eden is one of many per dollar pay specialty restaurants anyone can go on if you book it. I used our $300 per person on board credit. Thank you, Celebrity. Great promotion for booking a suite. And I used it towards a specialty restaurant package of 4 restaurants. One was the Eden, which is a true dining experience. La Tapete Chef. I covered a lengthy video in my pre-show May 28th on YouTube about the cruising's back and I'm sailing again on this ship and previewed the ship. And then the Rooftop Garden Grill was good on the verge of being great. Unfortunately, the timing of the menu and the food was a little slow for me. But it's getting great. They're pulling off specialty restaurant. And then Fine Cut Steakhouse. Wow, amazing. La Tapete Chef, amazing. Again, my second time. And then Eden was just amazing. And here I want to show you just a preview of their drinks. We also ate Luminaire Restaurant. Shout out to my staff there. That's only for suite guests. And I couldn't really film any footage in there. I got some great pictures I'll post later. So I ate a lot in Luminaire and Blue, which are just exclusive to certain people who book certain cabins like suites and Aqua Class. Then you have the specialty restaurants. Then there are 4 amazing main restaurants. I ate at 2 of them, Cosmopolitan and Tuscan. Tuscan was an amazing experience for dinner our last night, and they did a phenomenal job. And there's just too many restaurants to go around. I was in hog heaven. And then I even ate at the famous cafe, the buffet. And I'll tell you right now how the buffet is different before I go back to specialty restaurants. Buffet is the norm as it's been for a long time where the bigger ships are getting more into straight service and stations. So, but yeah, you do have to wait sometimes for something, which is a little annoying. You can't just grab it. But overall, most of the ships were moving towards having a buffet and then, putting out food. Enough about the buffet. Only ate there once or twice, including this morning for a snack. Back to the Eden. We showed you the intro of what their specialty restaurant's all about. And now here's an example of their drink for two. It costs $45. I talk about it. Well, no, sorry. This is their Velt. Their Velt drink is in this box, and it costs like $25 or something like that. And the whole thing, from the way they make it, the way they present it, the way you drink it, is an experience. Here's just an idea of how things are in the Eden Lounge and Restaurant on Celebrity Edge. Celebrity Edge, here it is.
Oh my goodness, what is that thing? What is that's ice?
That's your drink.
Oh, that smell, that's freaking incense. Is it not? Wow.
Welcome to the Eden
How do I
Lounge.
drink it? I gotta pick it up?
Yes. Absolutely. Oh, this is to die for.
Oh.
We're coming back and doing it.
That's very nice.
By the way, the musician was absolutely amazing.
So Wes, take a taste and tell me how.
Either you drink with a straw,
You have to drink it with a straw or not?
No, you're a real man.
Actually, this one is
I love it.
Outstanding.
All right.
Eden and fine cut, two of them are
Oh my goodness, yes.
there is a spicy, there is a hard taste.
It's very hard to describe it. It's spicy, it's sweet, it's salty.
What is the main liquor?
Mezcal.
Well, which is
It's tequila.
Oh,
That's
mezcal.
exactly the taste I have.
It's not tequila, it's mezcal. Come on.
Mezcal is not tequila. Tequila is the
Hey man,
brand.
thank you very much, buddy.
So Wes, what do you think?
Sorry. I love it. I love it. Thank y'all so much for introducing me to something.
So Wes, we appreciate tonight, and we'll see you some more in Celebrity Edge. That's Wes, my man Wes. We met him at the bar. Our Eden experience went to just dinner to closing that lounge and going to bed because it was so late. And that's the kind of experience you have on board. We're in the club every night. We weren't in that martini bar every night because there's so much to do. And the dining experiences are lengthy experiences. Please note, they are lengthy experiences for a reason, because it's a fine dining experience. And that's the amazing part of the ship. Appreciate Wes for being part of that video. He's one of the new friends I met on board, of many friends. And did I meet some serious cruises on board? It is, because this is just amazing. I'll review it again. The ship, Captain Kate and the crew. I can't emphasize enough the crew, from the bartenders to the servers to the cabin attendants to my butler Albert, the concierge team, Joao, Hussein, Amber. I mean, they were all amazing. And all starts at Captain Kate and Buck Naked, her cat, on down to Lauren, the cruise director, on down the officers. Absolutely amazing. And you must book a suite and book a retreat. For a view of my suite, go back to my June 27th show, live from the ship, live from my suite, do a whole tour on that show. May 28th, I do a preview of the whole ship and talk more about the retreat. And my live feed yesterday was in the retreat. I walk all around it live. I know some of them may be a little spotty, but it's all there. Amazing May time. That's included when you're a suite person. Appreciate you guys joining my show today. It was a great cruise. Cruising is back. If you need to reach me for anything, 305-453-9208, Dave@bucketwithship.com. I am a cruise expert, and today I've been reviewing with you my cruise on Celebrity Edge, June 26th to July 3rd, 2021. I talked about the good, the great, and the amazing, and I'll put the cruise itself in the amazing category. An absolute historical cruise. That's why I get a gift like this on board, and numerous gifts on board, and champagne in my room every night from Albert. And it was one of the special cruises I remember. I do a lot of cruises normally before COVID, and a lot of inaugurals of new ships. And so I get spoiled, get pampered, free drinks, not even buying a package. To actually be a paying customer, paying full price for a suite with a minor upgrade from my sales rep, thank you, sales rep, to an half suite, was a treat to actually view it as a customer. And these guys hit it out of the park. Cruising is back. I highly recommend Celebrity Cruise Line, but I represent every cruise line. I'm a luxury specialist, and I can take care of all your needs, especially if you're into customized destinations. I can't emphasize enough. Thank you again, Celebrity. Thank you again, my team. Thank you again, producer Bonnie Barnes, for coming along and helping me out with the production. And I appreciate you guys, Mose, for being in the cruising and for allowing this industry to come back. They've been truly dealt a black hand, but now it's turning around. And guys, you guys have a fantastic July 4th weekend. Happy July 4th, because cruising is back. You guys have an amazing holiday.